Meda odi pa. Oh, what's number saying?
AU83. AU83. You're afraid the golden generation, no?
The golden generation.
AU. What's the AU gold?
And
AU83.
And the golden generation 83.
Yes.
Now, no one found for you now from more no be.
Oh, Nampany for the Naboho.
It's golden generation for the
Oh, see, is here ye? Even number next the best year.
Okay.
I have got my seniors.
Much bibiana.
Oh, yeah, you try.
The baby 20,000.
Men can't can, but it will be
another school assembly order 10 hours of the opposite.
I buy some day. Let's have buying, I buy my taxes.
But you to say assembly about 20 amanyosem.
And Kenya amanyosem.
No. Wadaruma, unimum rakaka.
Oh,
would you to say enye amanyosem? A different from anka enye amanyosem.
Mijitum say elise eye amanyosem.
Would you to say enye a different from mijitum say enkenye say? But say would you to say? Do you admit say assembly abatuono enye amanyosem?
And the busane said, do you know say assembly abatuono enye amanyosem?
Do you know say assembly abatuono enye amanyosem?
But when the meaning pa.
But
na so no ya na amanyosem.
But
emremu no ye nyina ya buso. Emremu no
menu nyina.
Ye nyina ya buso.
But why are you worried about your center on your mom?
Oh, me who report no.
You've seen it?
Yes.
I'm wondering how they were able to capture. For instance, in a hafu. I said, baby, I'm free. I
say, be alphabetical that Diana. Hey,
a hafu. Pro MPP 222.
Yes.
Pro NDC 183. Neutral stroke other party 45.
For no.
Ashanti Pro MPP 3001. Pro NDC 709. Neutral and other party 84.
Oh man, Emeyanko 16 no.
Emeyanko
16 no.
Oh, you're worried with this?
That is what with the work Ashanti. Yanka Greater Accra.
I mean, voter and
Greater Accra ne voter.
Okay. Voter.
Now ko Central account.
Voter MPP Pro 122. NDC Pro 1260.
Voter.
Neutral. Voter making kind of neutral 18. That is 16. That is 16. In the Greater Accra region, MPP Pro 530. 530. NDC 676.
Yes.
676. Into of interest, Ashanti, Greater, Voter, Central
region. Yanko Central negotiate.
Of interest.
Yes. Ko Central negotiate.
Okay. Central
number 5.
Pro MPP 721.
Yes.
Pro NDC 705. 705. Neutral or other parties.
Yes.
208.
Yeah.
Now make your deductions.
Okay.
You nim say enye amanyosem ana ye no.
Yeah.
You nim say ho na ye fapem na ebuama ye ka bi mami nka bi no efefe kama near the basoro near the kwa near the kudu suro no pa. Whether the most decentralized na be si form no.
Yes.
It hono the yamfa amanyosem enkoshe ho. Ana center inso akwa san hwemu no e kire say well sanete de na emo mo anhwe a okwa obi ahyenso de obi party odom yenim yehu ntino obetimi hu ne simple. Are you worried?
I'm not that worried. I'm worried say ebia as of mine no yaja tum say hypocrisy eyemaye.
As of mine
yaja tum say be hypocrisy eyemaye. Because
don't proceed.
Okay.
Na mema Kodwa Fere Yeboa. Ono na ye lead coordinator for SAR Center no. Decentralization and Advocacy. Kwajo afishapa maha
Atunkumatio minia
na
osuma hapo
majosu bibia boko de
Yesu adom bibia boko bia da na kwam
good ahai de mo hwehwe mu na eden komo foforo bi aba if se nan ke nim se assembly abato de di nim no o se men kan di nim no di se ye koto a enye amanyosem men ken kan mo summary ne de but di kan ma me musa say what was the interest abunya ya mutimi ekoye sa dwumedie.
Okay, minia me da wase biom just comedy say local level election no ye partisan enye partisan yenya ne partisan mema yenya ne partisan no we believe that it has lingered on for a while, even to the point to say ye propose some time ago saying ka MMDC for nka yento almost aba and only one two yenyen on party lines ni who say assume senior maintain gina this is among interest but the bobia na say ni abeyen komo track kene aboagu but this time around here person ye hwe say ye betimi nyina so bi ejese so ampa sa asem na eba na ekono no kwa bi wom inti ye say ni na ye conduct survey we na ye hwe say be ni na ye benya one data two that analysis not to arrive at that conclusion no say assembly and not a local level elections a party line inti ni kan ye say bit me hwe say all the over 6,200 electoral areas no most of them you bit me nyani pa omotiman tem ho
Kwajo Mpacho Jinasuma me Dominic just cross check for me right now whether Iresibe is now the acting finance minister. Check now or say SCB boy check now check now say SCB boy yeah check now check it now so on the acting finance minister check is
men creative fear panic in the system
me can't asem natural I asem
I was like a man check you answer
Debbie no check it
check now
because baby a woman me call you baby a kojo fache baby a woman me copy and
confirmation dey buy ebe boa will be discussion
check now okay so kojo Mpacho ntwe come on so
and na me ka in the various electoral areas non localities no ye timi boa ni pa no a omo ye fenisen am boy e wo survey nim teacher for wom sorry for wom sabi nipa eni mo teacher mantem no mo hwe se mantem mo timu no nipa dodo a original say ye to omo so aba no omo ni mo omo ana into the first to establish pass omo the local areas no localities no ni ntia so omo ni mo no so omo ni mo kwan ben so but dodo no be hu say ebi a contest omo party fenisen electoral area elections polling station elections nipa dodo na ejina kwa assembly no dodo na contest MPP na NDC electoral area and polling station elections. Indeed, that is the first one to establish. Indeed, you see we party by party they na check here obo say nipa dodo na ejina assembly no almost akọ contest sa indeed no establish the kind and kofo boy or survey no omo ni mo in person inti enya se bia yan ye tinka ha na de kuma na ye boy se na ye ka ye research it ni na no mutitimantem ho mutime ma feedback no ane ne dika nye to so mienu minia esan se omonim omo political inclination inti no ono kwa or communicate ya enam asenso de omo de ye omo campaign process no na ade no they pick a certain color scheme I match omo political affiliations into be who be na the posters na blue ni red yin ni be blue ni red for ewo if you so be who na green and black and red yin ni be as we might keep on denying in this the color scheme now more dey omo campaign in their posters no is also a friend and also help my identify microphone no. Another interesting is data deba out my data which means perfectly from Electoral Commission. Who say offer influence voter rating now from Antem Hono. Pro poor NDC members no. I was so much confidence on me winning Tomodos more. pro NPP for no ain't so sure about your friend prospect into nipa kakrebi. Into boom say the balance still towards the usual political your friends trajectory across the region. The same Ashanti region, the same Eastern region, the same Northern region. Indeed, the NPP before a fan say stronghold, you find majority, and as so much numbers from their side, who have actually registered or are contesting for this assembly election. In over swing regions, the same. So if it didn't have any political connotations,
but the Emmanuel Warren they say, once we all know and we have lived with it, say, yentimi fa manyosem enwura yanamontu bi ayetum no. Other than preventive than to say asinsen ye koma chintina once we are all calling for it there and nyatwom sem ne asi ya sheda actives nim de ekoso nti once ye nje mungu fom na amanyo sem ni preko. Does it suggest that emra sisi de hwe ma assembly abato ho hihye ntimi kofa fine amanyo sem for no sa amra no ntimi hye mu diana.
Another way say, we are losing, and I said the public is continuously losing interest in South District Assembly elections because young kind of credits and phantom community. But say who says about to Susan Partner or partisan line. After the who say party for Nangasa Beshemukena, Nipado do Nangasa Subehun on that line. Then it will give a greater participation. Nkofoto do na ubonza party for no crowd bomu de uru. Wohu. Ba esa say nya to say nya party, the party for ntimi bomu mu se mu bebe embo de uru ne man enkenya sa elections ya ye.
But is it to say any bibia fa about one say ankoya manyosema your interest as oman no enkosrana.
Ofa akoya manyosem. You see say je no krani tum. Ni etu ya na monta enkabe boy nyina.
Eye de ne
ko say yempo akoya manyosem.
Eye de ne koya manyosem. That's the challenge now. Eye de.
Na nu ya abawe bi ni kunu ko ware ya se ba ko ya MPP ni ba ko ya NDC ni nti akofa mansotwen e de aba. Ye public discourse mu. Enye no kra na.
No kra.
Aha. Inti disi akwa no ko ware kra po na se uhwehwe mu se ni ko ware no ofri A na ofri B. Amanyo sem anase ye society ya ye womuno. Emu cheba. You see, it's become an established fact. So we need to admit it and then move towards that way. Well, some put in as an example, but that is how far we've gone. Into such deniability, doesn't help us as a nation.
Well, it is not necessarily maybe about deniability, but the point is that say yankasa emra de boy ho bra ekase at this point in time mrashibedwa mensi krachi about a ho hihye ni na no de amanjo sem problem bi aniwo na yaje atum se eye potem yenkura asimpunto no de yemfa amanjo sem nkofore no na yesi esan se ho na amanjo sem ni wonti no ahonkeka no ewo form. It is the only tool a bit my generate can say shoot to abasono. Say the amanyo semubema. Are we not worried as a country?
No, but when I feel say yes, no Bema had no quite competitive. Share assemblyman be district viewer. And I say put him one fan and say Esan say ye omutimu and no more buying a wasso. Inti Omun Kenya Mohun Mujuma Yemu. But if we are measuring them all on partisan lines, say we're buying also so we're buying it, but in the say some for them way. Assembly no paper to do na NPP4, so they have no excuse. But see just try nesana or no maybe because any na buying and never go. And never buying. Ultimately say you could be cry appointment of the MMDC is no. Ubeko from Mountain. Nipa to do ebe mudin wono omutimi bre pa ansa no monya approval from the assemblies
because hono so no ade ya ba ko ne mu remba ko bati ase MPP for so monti ase NDC for so monti ase. I'm wondering how they fish out for those personalities.
Then how nya atumuno no ye di nipa ne ba na say MPP for so monti ase na NDC for NDC ase na say you say assemblymen for don't know they are politicians. They are active politicians. They are not only constituency and national, regional and national level. But your party, I can say, their foundations are at the grassroots, the local level. Polling stations, electoral areas at the Basro, wards at the Basro. Indeed, that is where they are going and cementing their very control in those areas. Indeed, say, your friend is saying, behind the scenes, or they are doing those things behind the scenes, then why don't we open it up? Then we know the truth and then the facts about it. In this MMDC, and I say, it may be who say, will be at the Biaquia. And this is for a dozen. Oh, into Uye DC, and as assembly, be an as motion, I say, a idea, uncle. No more change on my say. And it happens in most of these assemblies. Indeed, it thinks that better say will unveil this your friend known truth, but we still pretend no. If you want one, it will make most of our assemblies competitive because you need by you will lose out. Indeed, media say. Apart from survey, they are better way. You go to monitor how the elections will go tomorrow, and are based on your friends your current report. Just election also will go the same trajectory. Now you establish over from the money part do na electoral for before. Over your friend is saying Ashanti man money part do na electoral for MP4. Over Central, it will be a balance between NDC and MPP. Over Greater Accra, it will be a balance between MPP and NDC. Indeed, if the assemblies are not living up to expectation, we will know who to hold responsible.
But Center for Decentralization Advocacy, my challenge, and it's already no, so because Obiwa assemblyman na nya say o pese na manyo sema na nya wa ban na wo so dia na say puntu be board say de be bo akoko no. So assembly say because there's a rift between DCs and members of parliament. So DC na party wa bemu na member of parliament in the opposition they be the chichi nyoma fa impuntu ne eye kan ko that potem for no ayana etosin. So if we want to do same at the local base now, is it not worrying, especially when you believe in decentralizing most of this national cake? Let's say, to the right people or no?
No, and our case say there's a rift between DCs and MPs. Me GDP say, and until as I go nearby, and can debate to say, in can elect DC in so. Send ye elected MP no. But this is better now because the Antonio was Neswaba, Antonio Swaba, no. Or no, the Juma send be a benefit or no against your parents and assemblyman. And on no be a wouldn't walk on apart from your or didn't be to a yet, Iduma Manano. In he said, or yet Eddie Sonny, but oh, yet their money pay from on your party line, they will use Jumanas and your corner. Within your party, outside your party, you'll be judged as such. And I thought better so at now office one I say you a free phenomenon. Oh, but me boss me decline if you say yeah appoint MMDCs look at the process it goes through and it exposes us. Assemblyman for more assemblyman say the issues never too hard. They almost never about budget and then your friend is saying how resources are dispersed. And as a project are taken in their respective district. Assemblymen for they are able to fight and defend for themselves and then for their people. So excuse me, say me is a mini abemu when ke be ye free hono. Uni abemu go na o control. E go from mountain one. MPP or more hono omo ya kakra bi. It becomes difficult for the assemblies. They have to be fighting and then spending more money to persuade them. I'm more and some of more Juma, you to Abama Muso or Mama Piano. Indeed, you believe say, you sir, when it say, if you we believe say from the teacher assembly neighbors from to become very competitive. the parties are using this platform to train their own party members. Some people are also using the assembly platform as their springboard to launch themselves into the major political arena. Indeed, Ukraine, Yamani Meded, not a man on the and then make it Kwamiswa, a Beboa assembly, no Nama assembly, Jumano, Yekenya Mukaka. Not the actual decentralization process, may take effect. As it is now, it doesn't work like that. Because assembly do 90 million Mujumane, no regional coordinating council, not Fejumane. And I say, in certain areas on the sector ministries, no Fejumane, because they are not able to get that strong strength from the assembly level. No, indeed, that's a decentralizing process in Kenya. And in some Kenya, assembly is to form one because we do I am. I said I'm making or saying any party in the wild bam. This way, assemblyman. We are the Cocato or your party back, my party back into on those bases, my redrawn and asking how to hold them accountable. Indeed, Jesus say let me ask some run on that this assembly election, and yet assemblyman, the entire assembly from assemblymen for unit committee members and himself, your party, your friends and grassroots members, we know assembly a behind and a DC MMDC for say it misses some way, you bet me as a sign also. Near who say our entire governance system, right from national to your friends and the regions and then the grassroots. We know the trajectory we are going, the angles we are taking. No more making decisions. We can measure them by the decisions they make.
All right. Kojafre, you said we say I observe trend in Yamiaduma. Just a chance Yamiaduma. Yebeshe MPP, NDC, NDC, MP, and then yes, I will go through beam.
When the Monsha figures now the mind, any areas now.
Because interestingly, Ashanti, Volta, Central, and then Greater Accra. And very interesting. Apart from Volta and then Ashanti, MPP and NDC respectively, Obati team will be at team Kono. Oba Central, Osha the Maya Central, no Munshe Mama Central. A bit of even the national election reflection. I said they be than the honor. They don't really have a political party. We agree on the US form, no, and it's funny. So now because Ukwada nopa and Abnada enumere, yes, I bet MPP for we know her, NDC for we know her, when it is not an MPP NDC elections.
Well, because you pretend is a partisan.
You pretending.
But no clear woman say, I am a partisan. In MPs are almost assemblymen, and as a parliamentary candidate are almost assemblymen because Uwenia of the he takes your friend is control of that particular electoral area, and it culminates into the final winning or losing in an election. And even the MPs go invest into this assembly election a year come. Parties there are instances who say Nipa Minumi and Cynthia or Mokales say. Never Kwakasa mana chance and because
it misses
these are relatives.
It misses
oh it's very brave.
Now
it's the brain to go the park or say man to mobile say Nipa Minumi and Cindy. Now question no more for no money now for Baba Kwa draw because Omopat Mangazaka and no more casa Okwa Webelutu. Now, or co-independent. Now, this assembly election, assemblyman, we are then co-independent. Well, in the nuclear, the sanity again, I am for answer. You bet share your man, electoral laws, the man system when I am to say as a man, baby, I do me. It's not penny in him. It will believe it will rather enrich the local government system. And make it more competitive.
Now, I can't remember first one was assume you no benti or a neutral and or other party apart from MPP NDC.
Okay, so Uber say one of the things I mentioned here, campaign you use especially posters. We neutral, no don't want to be one person be peki kale dia ye didn't be associate NDC and MPP. Inti offer or make sure to be eliminated blue. I want your friends and the color name, and I say green. because no for blue, no for green, no for any other color. There's all any another MPP. If this would for color be a off cry to say be a white, and now violet, and now orange. You who say Kufia Palonen and go for more test your the orange and other donor at the banner officers of home. In Domo do use orange. NDC for use inti colors no more use no. And no Ekahoma to me I identify as soon as I want to see another. Obiso believe in a part in a pan to a color scheme no. Snap will be auto a baby in the or trauma study pro MPP person and as a pro NDC person. Almost they are attracted. Your friend is electric, no. Then how to identify them.
I see. Orako Jafre Yeboah, lead coordinator, Center for Decentralization and Advocacy. When you answer her, chese ukwada nyame adman opani ewie nyina no. Yebedi nkoma hwe se san hwemu amaye ehunsunsuanso na beba wa abatoruma. Then it will be dependent on the abator nsunsuanso beba no. We can proceed from there. Yeah, that's it. So what now the century but so that is the point, and I am worried. Says a BB owners and manual some end to me, but before we proceed, now I have the list changes. I also better almost 3 weeks ago. Ebe catch us here enter 2024 with 6 new ministers.
Yes,
6 new ministers, and then the information I'm getting until I'm saying Dominic can check they say area finance minister kwadem so the krata kra ekotumu kra da transfer make catch them young cross checking
but that make my information back say Dominic hwe no wonya no a or parliament is say ameno ka say finance minister or parliament
wonya no or parliament
but
it doesn't change in Komayedi no.
No problem. But we further information me dem. So better particulars.
So the be ada odichim.
Oh make it. But the minister say or parliament. The be ni obetimi.
Ah odin komo.
Odin komo parliament.
Eti era 2024 onyame adoma with 6 new ministers.
Ya
nyame adom. Edino any ministries no.
Wosaka.
Mesaka.
Prophecy na.
Debio, that's the reality.
Sir.
No.
But the issue is that
you did radio and found commissions because we're governance. It has nothing to do with prophecy. Also, don't the crown what you know. 4 weeks in the OBT and I'm catching them. Say, and your ma ABCC no. You be room, ebinumbe muna, ebinumbe sre. Jericho akwantu no. Edu baby na first show the brand here you bubu.
But it's 6. It's 6. Well, I think say still na isha. Isha say ebeba sumpo dia. Sebeba sumpo dia.
Asma metie kan say abaso awie. Also say ebeba sumpo dia.
Say epie dia hwe won the statesman newspaper.
Kwabna, me nua kwabna.
Enya ne se nya ne dia wo.
Am ka say me nua kwabna.
Kwabna ya pa kwabna mankwa. So for kwabna mankwa. Paper ni ye President Kufuor dia wo. Statesman newspaper. President Kufuor paper. So obi na bu da nyina wono paper na wono because my age wo hono da FM. By 2 months no more can say reserve was imminent. Baswe ni. It is the weekend. Me wa small more skepticism kakra bi wo ho.
But yes eba.
The bio I was say baso ase na di bronya. Ebrenkoye sa. Se breko a enkene se enrachi na owura jombo do dey buy.
Siga.
Se ke breko a ke appoint na yede. Ene me hu paper say NHI almost Obabi
deputy
Louisa na bibisa also deputy CEO in charge of operations as a bibisa second break kwa ngodo ko kwa yeden ebrenko o man obi it is on management obi betima ye bibia deliver o hia bosumi nsiampo obehu say ensakra bia aba if I go be 3 months keke hwe o man wo de wo se dan hu huge difference bia but at least if I even attendance because there's a new sheriff in town
obi ahwe no
hu so yi enu ti no obi a oba adwuma 11 and that no new manager aba new CEO aba new director general aba new minister aba oba make sure for the bare first 3 months na die obekọ adwuma ntem obehwe ni kasa yi ene mebu hodo ma wo ya obehwe ni ye because new person na waba no wonim se do se na adwuma eti said new person in charge no kwa no a positive impact until say be a be quite you say back one we highly inefficient we are very incompetent and I never may go back to that you know it media empa ho na necessary say o man panyi be reshuffle as na bunya ba
well school na omodwene say o share almost 1 year enye 1 year is 6 months to election because see afi fufu no ma bibia diegu election
enya no kre me pa cho say you January February and March na say akwan e wo krom a omam ye na street lights adundum abra Christmas traffic wo krom na street lights adundum na say ya adan intimi sakrank of wabi ministers clearly be abre
ministers no.
Oh please e be abre ma bobi dia abo e be abre
insiane dem wo ha
wo insiane wo
catch papa no di free Jubilee House e breme no
aha
say oma green paper ni adwuma wiansa
afa de won so pe green paper na answer
because
wan ga sa fe de we hu kakra
dem so
za
dem
okay wa fa me hwu phone ni
no o hwe manim se na me hwu ni ma metimi de bi a kire wo
za
dem
ho ba ni pa bi di ni mu dia ne be na nya resafo ma me ko sa ko fro ma bre o wo so mo nam ha o ma bre court na so bo kro de say we wo mo
it me ho kwan say me proper one say aswafo no ye be hihye mo do
dabu de increase fear and panic on we say e bia ka wo fa bi so na nka
e wo mu
na ka describe na ka ekosi no akwa kasi wo fa ofa de nya botre nya kuma wo de ntwe kakra che dia che
there be Godwin
wo bo ba
ko
o dabi ye manenko we are the try discretion any
many problems
abisro ye manenko ye she green paper is e bad ya na se na start be die to the best san you se ho an the best san you na ye hu ebi so na ye yugina he na dia ba bonti ye ntwen just that ade no e was say e ba ansa na bro nya aduru o man hwe wunim fortune house
metro house
okay
also mo ayi o mo nya edika ne o makasa o
ye dia ne ye nkasa ya te ba ye ntwa ma ne mbransa ena no ya nkasa ye ko change obi e te ya se mi ba ko se ne mami afrim ye se ne mami afrim eti ye meni nkwa ne mami ayi enyansa ne mami afrim so be efie be efie miensa nie ya ansa sano
oni pay
aha
sa description a bit man na ina oni pay man pay tu a utiemu
oh yeah kakrebno on panyi to muti wonu musu tiem
extremely close
to him o man che
well Dominic signal them to
because
with him them Dominic them
o man
the o mama ko hia no anopa no nsia
edem dai o man bad ensiane die swawo mama nche o hwe
Dominic mama fa train tum na afia
da be futi fantum ye nya ne sa oh there's one electoral commission for bidding komo wan kasa wani fili say electoral commission ye bo aben tie
the ministers bi ahase
amuso mudi bo mu ana but say me governor appointee say ya also be a prepare hand over no say bibi betima sia mo ya amu akofi
oh rade hu ye bobo na fe fo so che oni power limitation ampa
sao
I'm telling you
amfo hopo
oni power limitation
but it's 6 in this so for being ka ho 6 ni sa on fa bi nka ho
minister record or texting me at you
o se ba na nhwe
bro forward it to me
che obwa
wow
o ye obi ka was bold pa ba o man
ye move through that Dominic signals on the road
that be me cat say sa dan ye fe no fortune house no that's a Lutrus authority o mo dan no ye fe no fortune house senka de no wodi animu no under President Kufuado wanko amasa me wuku ama ekedan ye friend fortune house no eke aton de kotuaka
wanko
I'm telling you fortune house loto for house no if you know and omo head office no senka kwabena wuku ama as director general of any like yaton senka o mampanya sesa Dr. Matopoku Prempe amana nkwa energy minister akeda dumsum that's a reality what you say
waboni di de man for ntwem quick
that's a reality
energy minister Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe listed 6 of 100 inspiring individuals in Africa by the African Regional Journal. And there's a quotation here. All truly inspiring people share 2 fundamental qualities. They believe in themselves and they believe in others.
Festival. The woo one man on much to newspaper headlines. No, if you almost say, or my hand Santi, was say, or my hand Santi sacked. Your both these of Biagas wound in your boom. Over the story, no. So, my hand Santi, I dream, but already some of the baby apamono, every beer bar, every la woo.
Well, Fred Agbono, that be and yet Fred Agbono, baby, I will tell you, copper won't be a or no me for the more, no Fred Agbono. Sir, what Fred? This one when you're MP waiting, I said, I will have some bad primaries and now my primaries. Text messages, but I don't make when you say, I'm out for a change. You are Mrs. Ronipo. And yes, Ronipa, that's the reality. Our money. I then you know, 2 coin, you know, a bombarding, I'm aquaje power. Abba, now what they a power, and I said, and nipa be 70 beans. So much for so many years, or more kwana, or money and nimu, ya kwa so them go pombe the front pew, ya kwa on the decay, or banya so near there be any sir, and what time crab party no. I have been advised by Dominic say list of 6 ministers and ministry no may hold on for now. Oh yes, but I told you the amebo. That was a producer. And but one, and I want to get careful. Me Pepe be abadao. One of the finest. Pepe be abadao man be safro so famra. One of the finest ministers. Untimi nye chinye. Ghana obia dono. Ghana do na dono. In fact, obia ye over 80%. Sir, okay. On both MPP and NDC. Sir. Wasa koye kani titi general secretary ma MPP amanyoko no. Onim MPP onim NDC. Na ho brase na du echa na nke bi no prekwase ko beko more. Yes. O wa man so o de o assembly about one ka. Urada Bochi. Afi was o ko. O se mehu. Na se obo ni wo kan mehu ehun ya o say see. Usuban ye describe an yehu. And one of Ghana's finest producer for over 20 years in the business. And Obubusa said Kede MP on was it Kede. Na Kede the ones go there. Yeah, Kede be fashion be Dominic the Agadan, my hey.
Mejo so,
hey, me tell who. I'm here them damn tune kaya dana. Me who political commentary at channel say, you know, the reason why Dr. Baumia should be the one that we all have to take it now kasa. Now your party business with the call to duty national beauty and business.
Yes.
Obi Mr. Yamana uncle Benny yaba. Okay, mamne dani yasa. Mamne akadani yasa. Agadan bibi aboko afishapa. Nyamiadom. But say what you tell about because of I think committee. What you tell about because of a assembly abatwe. Na the di kan o ministry no mahoboa modi sie ya afi di ABP ami admech na da no. Bibia hihye ne kwam kama.
Me nyamin cha de to sa pepepe mechia oni wadwumayefo no atiefo nyina. Empa yene Electoral Commission, NCC, other stakeholders are omoboa ma sa adwuma we koso. Enyina na also kaye ho no so aye the whole system of local governance, regional community council, district assemblies. Nyina enya sawo pa di nkomo bebre last we have now training achina yene Electoral Commission chairman no the 2 deputies nyina kosia my update omu briefie de oma ye nyina ballot papers oma print education my ye on say by mra no omo na enam say any partisan into omu create platforms ma aspirants oma file no. So that has also been done throughout the country. Yet the near the actually akoso by our sunjemu boko bibia akoso kama almost someone police for any other security agencies also adding komo ama deploy the necessary police and here. Abana yatuno baby we in Kwanzaa North and South to quite a few man. These 2 districts of Kwani Antono. Yeah, 2 baby including one new creating almost nyina ye to aba no baby enti it's gone very well, and we are very satisfied with the system now. Electoral Commission they are to from, you know, and we are believing say what should be able to assume.
Well, but me share a year hwehwemu abetodwa me worried kakra on a madodo a ono ede omo ho ekọ akoto amiato omo so aba mo ministry mutu anamo ekrokro ma kakra so mo fo mo njima na
Pao, ne other people na ya advocates no didi nkomo bibe say omonye eme but am say idea aiding pa we adwuma ye no and can come say we no ankwankwa no na say okoye na we printing the posters no go round no ye ne campaign na ade and now we so no say MPD nipa ba ko beti magina na kromu ni nyina ko no so nipa nkron do so no mo twama no we wugina wo na obi animu some ke canon ana a bit so close home eti mi gidi se bi eno na na mayenu ama no omotwetwe omo ho kakra ewom percentage in there enya de so ani kra we are hoping say eba say appointment of 30% no ebemu a there will be a major consideration for Yenu Mano. So that I know by a starting point, or honorable assembly woman, even though his government appointed. Now, we are now in a Jumana, Majlis Abema, I am Kofa, Canosa Kono. No man so mutimi a year Juma may sweni. Then a mubiti dance why every time more. Majlis Anasa Anamontua, as a Yetuno and Terminal, a number say, you know, if still. In the next 4 years, and yeah, partisan, not say so the constituency and there. These are all the measures that we will have to take.
Hey, the local government minister, they add an out the conditional clause, Bishop. You him say and partisan. Add an opposite partisan.
May just say if in the next 4 years, no, so still the Ekosiisen and Ecoso they are, and you're not as a certain measures, Ebema, Yeniamano, and Yajahuntem, Sabi Ombitimi Agena. So I will not have to rely only on the government appointees there no and they be a yebeshena yaseno or mampany appointed ma bebre but a year partisan there and I'm say party in best scooter ankwankwe no besumu na wo so masene normally the mobilization force of the party abwa in the campaign no it makes it a bit easier and to ankwankwe no ojina no ko aso no aye juma me krum na me no kase be hwe Oma pray assembly no anapa ye bi akọ work e bi aye bogala e bi ye communal labor very intense pa na omo ye especially ye ku enketwa de amfa assembly eni agrokra to omo ye na se no na se we ye nuama no bebi omo anya nkofo anso masana aye de amo.
I see meba ye nuama no komosun but patronage in terms of Anka ye de call akoto assembly abato no me abakwa say I'm trying to open up my data na Maria e from pa ye 50 da
and apart from 1988 ye nya 56% ye 50 biam and I'm saying 1998 ye nya 42% that can nyina ye below 40% eti enye emwa kwa what can countries are more passing local government system. Many other countries in Africa are openly to come and understudy it. Ghana, you be Ghana apa. And a woman say, "Oh, maybe you know, even my for so more advanced because they are no tono or mere partisan and the participation is higher. The national average for presidential and parliamentary elections, I'm say 70% and above for the turnout. Yeah, the answer there. A woman say any partisan there, but still. Your target this year is at least 50%. There is some local government governance now local level no. Democracy is fapping no. Yani could do a cheapan yani ku say Seattle. But my know him. So yeah, we a national average and I can say no. What share enko nketwanuma so the world winning no. Yani I tell you no. Yeah, tatatina local elections need the work committee adwuma na amanfo ani ko hu pa na mo yini pa na crack asiemufo no na for some reason asa omonye I'm told by the statistical officer your region be a last in the turnout was 17%, a very big region 17%. Teresa na kwa affect the national average no na amana buso. And then you go so boda uro as obasha for the past 8 weeks or more there. More so and almost all networks in the country. Letter commission I am a German and your funding our sika ya adverts ya me made near the both television radio I need a paid adverts letter commission ya pa most madam mama ya boa and my main come from GJ for the media for media houses ya at the same I say you almost say beyond the yet ya can already advert no most of monte binka ho na mo major programs are more ya me jidi ko say and then asma e kenyina be kan for and also ye de ani adi ya monitor both in the national capital regions and districts no mo central for no media for no so atum ho agum ama makasa afidi mo menyina ye model na enkonfo koto aba no yes asema elections no apart from say fapem pa no o say the major link between Ankwankwe any community, society, and any abayin, any impuntu. Omani, who fiano pa, bola do fear. Uko juma, who expect to say, bola be cabin fa. Then you know your assembly, share, and in our boy, you know, committee for share. In should be the baby, and you can say a question near share, then you know, say, Oko in Krasin, in Krunki to Munsuna. And your baby, maybe I'm not in Krobaya 9, I say Numa and Sia, maybe I own your one electoral area. In TSL, you pay a quine or be area, you know, Beko, a chip compound. Some commodity in an assembly member, not the Beko assembly. Now, assembly is the highest decision making body of political decision making body, our district. Unlike parliament, parliament in executive powers. Oba executive president or executive powers on to me shambra assembly there omo our powers no executive powers no deliberative powers and omo san shambra ka ho they can assembly to read there so papa and na me be nipa ankwa ni society no ahonyina ho assembly na hwe so it e be bia san ki ni kum pa na de ya ni die chi ene na abon hu dewura ya ka sa enkenka mo ya adwuma motete office air condition mu mpanyimfo na catchfo no mama fan say we nyama bato nyina mu nyina mo ka ho bi mama ye nyina enko ne enko to aba na ochina na ye share ye democracy no fapem no ye share bukena pa.
So I'm seeing 1988 89 59.3%, 94 29.3%, 98 41.6%, 2002 33.1%, 2006 39.3%, 2010 35.5%, 2015 30.6%, 2019 33.6%. Very worrying. Very worrying.
Yeah.
And Mujidi say be partisan and ebema ankakanati makosro.
Already omo aye hwehwemu be say so local government studies then other people omo aye nyina won say nka already you can imagine party bia police station bia your police station executives or electoral area coordinators constituency executives and is their party, so the whole force of the party mobilization we brought to bear on it and we can say me party the 20% me party win it me koto and the examples abound o share countries and we are now only panto na obotwabano it no but the so the council say first one I quote to you only 56% so na partisan in the same way na enye ochina ya twan ochina na yekoto abaidie you focus on the fact say we can still do it as we have been doing it ya 56% da into yesterday the way I feel ya bo any sky ya spend me kai ne electoral commission say no can say look electoral area be I will print unique committee for some year 7 or year 10 or year 11 will print ballot papers near you 5 for each electoral area. It is also way in area which we can compare the what do you call it presidential and parliamentary. But we are talking of 275 constituencies. Independent women said and also the way there over 6,000 electoral areas. 2 year way in 6,000 electoral areas. I'm told that over 18,000 and I file more contested. Oba unit committee there is about 40 something thousand. So we are weighing in area. Now pretty ballot paper weighing in area. A bo omane kapa. Enti ye shame crying. Me just said do ya bono ya bo de rupa kofo be nso akasa ye de afeni paso ya she say this city bia mo fa speakers in pick up so no mo call round no mo sa moduro and any nyina me wo me kroma say mate say kan nam a e bo de ru sa me just say e be ma akosoro ma hewa wonim say to aba the kaipa me general secretary 2000 cars pa I think na e ko towns as far back to the north, every part of Ghana. Oma faka, very quite articulator. You may not get it that way for obvious reasons. But yes, let's say there will be a well registered here. Nipa be na monkoto na yen share democracy mekena.
Bankadan finally maybe ujidi say bibiano as omani say amanyo sem ede ne ho bajim ansana etime edi mo wi pegana
there be men can say but eba abatfo any democracy now those who say yes ankwankwa na ejina ankwankwa de wakama to mitrim na meye besanka party ne ebo dewura a party in manifesto no a binding obey bia the corner na beka obey bia and a move and one obey to say so this is party sem any party put a religion must sort of see a koha ye kwa sem party must sort of see ye say you will cool be the idea you will see a ko bibia e kuo no kwa e kuo no fapem e kuo no susudie de ema ekono de ato mu kom se yin na ye no e hyema ni pe bia ye bi ana e so chen ankwankre de oye enti saa na me pese ye hunu se saa na tie se football kwa na ye botum na ka se ye team we na ye se ya omo e be ko omo enkokwa won ga so metie comment ni ade no because e team bia odo na opening no it's natural say eboa ema ne koso but this is what we have, this is our constitution and we all abide by it enti na ye ka se sanye sampukura die enam degwa ya bo ho ne kasa aka wo ye gusu kasa kra e biare de madaroma ye yesisi ano ye bebe na nkonkoto na ye hope say at least be ka say o hanji chemu adunu de ye ko ekoto aba no eyi o but because o my 6,000 electoral areas 261 assemblies depend be ko no o the be ballots e wo district it all to be 1 bio sanko fon na be emrabaye o complain na waste management and your ball bigwa be mfia dunini emfai and nso kwa aye say because of nipa na yekoto abayin na 1 koto bi no and nti ehun so so and the management and the leadership on sabeka wo and so there about affect will be because all communities in Ghana and wasam any ekan and nti na eguso a yes say ade ehun apart mo menko nyenko ba ni enyi obi adikanfo ombe boye no mashesa ejuma no
electoral commission paying for but 2 quick ones maybe message busano no kra na say we are aware see a pond 3 and a paper no so black and white
me there be the omo ye tia sense 7 to 5 p.m. pepe say ye to aba the PI pepe ye beto aba no police stations them say the best say woman say ye declare elections now and I'm say omo e wen no ejira electoral fencing area no nti ehọ na ebedike ombedike so we na awen in about the 6,000 electoral areas no but ye to about say ye to about general elections na police stations na okwa nipa na electoral commission forum man na pepe no be you go to the same process na what oba asundwe mu na ya hope na ya appeal to nipa say ye man nko asundwe mu na nye a feather in the cap of Ghana say ya to aba ya to na asundwe so boko.
And your expectations that you cross the 50%?
We are that's our target. You go so everybody will say obia nkoto menim say omampanyi watu kwan oba and amebo no budu anyume ya achina obekọ akoto na ba menim say omampanyi be instance obekọ walwale no so akoto na ba we are all showing say yes I are there you ni kuhu pa ye nyina ye nkoto menye sure say Kenya for to the abet. I'm hoping say
half of 4 years control
Baba.
Okay, so bra offer Nana Honorable Danko Kubutri. We are supporting your bid. Say Obetima crosses our 50 no. You be partisanship now share some other time. Now your team may have that conversation.
Exactly. But you say you way the ministry say so many ideas about yes about say Becca say this assembly day and that local governance. Well, I don't know how would see Nigeria for stations are. So tier Nigeria stations are. Assembly here they will say it happened at this local government area at Ekiti. Local government area as Bacha, they use the word.
Okay.
Well, or maybe yes, structure local government area. And take your menu, sir. I say we see local government area. AVB I see in Asia. Yes, I say that one I admit. Yeah, Chema and men of social control. Yes, I think most of the room. Maybe I say, oh, sir, I say we cut away. Yeah, can't idea about a local government system. Near Bohu de Rusa, Naman Fohu. Say for sure as well say you be sure say a man be how go to be baby who be the president Kenya only ni bi local authority ni bi na democracy na fapem no sapepe what kind that principle of state policy chapter 6 of the constitution in both the economic and the political objectives also the Ghana should be decentralized it idea here pa okay did say after Ochana Makwaya, you better tell what they will need them. There is discussion in terms.
Well, there's a group, Center for Decentralization and Advocacy. Only quite worrying the pro NDC, pro MPP. Now, you know, I am highly suspicious. NDC for because you didn't MPP for.
Okay, wow, and the prime minister because almost you. Over to which so be and I'm saying that which also over Pepana post Samayan so be the color green doors one other Baba I say we should color blue doors so I'm so at least yeah count for party for no
okay
Article 55 say political parties should not sponsor candidates in district level elections to the best of my knowledge they have not sponsored. So confirm like you more color the idea of what color any fair and what use and just say or support for party for now the sun in the funnel
then Kokubuchi na kasa no
say wo mom ya research kwa wan kasa almost pro tio almost kasa pro MPP or pro
na me kire say o pe obi o tie manyo se mase no catch you say obi the party color na any fair no akofa dia no problem minister no problem you be see you be dance pi say so ti bi de wadwe kire boy mama ka say enche era Dr. Sribo Kweku so am say you dey be twitwin komo in fact you be pointing because of a certain background that Ofriba they say the embassy be engaged on much because of a year 1 or 2 make us say what would that a lot of your text messages about God and Miss Mama wish Linda Nyako Yeboa me wishing you answer see you
okay
Abronoma Foundation
okay
me wishing a pa because the number for say o ni passion kokra into happy birthday sonko enkomo master aye planner so the dia ba kentampo mekenka say talking about Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe my interest is also at the running mate and not the ministerial reshuffling. I have no doubt that he will be the running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Jimmy Usu Kwachen so say hi, Omaine, please, we should also understand that despite the political colonization of our district assembly elections, people are voted for on the following reasons: competence, family, friendship, relationships, and religious belongings. And also, Anna Ediaba. We also say the time of closing is 3 p.m. That's what I heard in terms of Robert Yao Edu. If it's moved to 5 p.m., people will close from work and vote. In terms of Sata reading Kobono na untie. Has the reshuffle happened? Hey, I'm on for the whole. Jerry Tabin so say, Omahene, why only 6? It should be more than 6. Master P or London. I don't know to do with Ediaba. Fred Agbonyo, the simple, give me the names. Anna Ranku to say, I don't think taking Ken Oforiatta out is the best. Yangazi in a film. You see, Yatese, era, Sibe Yaboa, acting, and confirm.
But confirmation in my.
So now, let's make confirm no baby.
And to the change answer.
Your life design is also chiao. Well, she said, good evening, Omahene. I am pleading with all Ghanaians to take part in the upcoming disassembly elections. It is our social responsibility. See, there's our social responsibility in the Guardia. What not for more? And
so we said there's a Bisa NCC for say.
Omuniska. Information service.
Omuniska. Try answer. Say technology. Say social media or air follow. Skasam de here de. Na so ade say is omuntimi nsu hwe GBC. Oh, GBC any GBC ye. Na so omunya mrante omunya nkofo bi a omo rane omo social media ema wo GBC. Kole kwhwe na ma ekoso ho no. O postu bibia eni pa atimi call more than 100,000. GBC asa na America. Ah? Enema akwa no mu engage public no titolo be obi person was mama ko hwe de ekoso GBC for eyo omo Facebook and as social media platform.
Okay, so here
NCC for sikasam de no kre. Ba when ka che we say IG for nyesika nyina abi. When ka che we say electoral commission kuto musika nyina abi. When ka che say a judge for Ghana omo musika nyina abi. Yet we expect them to give us optimum service.
When ka che special prosecution we nyesika nyina abi.
One day abroso. We nyesika ko to amokas. Abroso. They mention say social media. There no, that's what I could boni di me boni di.
But who can omo budget no?
One no dia one put in sika na broso. One yes ka to amokasa emroso.
Adwuma na oye no hia bambo.
Why not?
Yoko Ahmad. What's your problem?
Then
Yoko Ahmad. It was your problem.
And Chief Justice so the Ahmad.
Normal.
Can you imagine? That is an insult. Say Chief Justice car or team enye armored vehicle there and a special prosecutor one wo jeli obi a judge for the jeli di paw tie so make no one mo pronounce judgment judges it ko be here armored vehicle there a chief justice go here armored vehicle. That's my opinion anyway, but who na special prosecutor you don't jail anybody.
Oye hwehwemu but a very dangerous
oye hwehwemu but won timi fa depantum do pronounce judgment in a court. Chief Justice the way panic say judge we could just some way say now I find say Attorney General what that more vehicle man. Attorney General what that more vehicle. Imano
normal car.
So Attorney General that normal car mudia and then we have no business procuring a armored car for the office of the special prosecutor. And then come way.
Lexus ni BM
NIB. Yeah, first name BNI. So mo kind NIB ko mo dimpo nyehu BNI boss or the armored vehicle. Electoral Commission chairperson. You to be 4 years obejo be declare say we na this and this or the armored vehicle mu. And never go hold mama OSP do here armored vehicle. So here be the e woman go mu de nyam so here bi. What are you telling me? OSP
Office of the Special.
Oh, had natum. Once I friend say Jabiana Aluta.
MC na
I say Aluta say friend say me pese to ba me na misika me de ma to me. Yeah, we are investigating now. How do you need enhanced protection from such an investigation? Attorney General mu BNI for NI before omo no mo investigations akese millions. Na nya ready. So I told man no problem, but others also deserve it. Chief Justice will also hear more vehicle. Electoral Commission chairperson also hear more vehicle. Hey, na de beni. Oh man, jayo. OSP dan kasa ni nema ho wa de say hwehwe. E de so far de no motimai. E de pa, wo de mun say de be pa no motimai.
Oguso.
Okay, no problem. Eni na eguso.
E de be si say obi ma because baby asem mbusa ho na baby okuwi no. E bo ebra.
De make an say jami adom echina. You know, more than Yankotwabano. I too late. We should just encourage ourselves. Me Santa of a branch of Cool Santa. One way assemblyman. Oman, very efficient assembly member. What is say Paul Nwaba? What is say Kim Nwaba? And nipa be brave so efficient. Enti ye kotwa bana ye hwe mo betimi aboaye. Ne ntwa bana ma wo. But ye wie na nkomo no ni se man die. Hey, on say na minister kasa no ka say Nigeria omo say eyefe ni say electoral area de benia mo keka na because of federalism na e wo ho no. So mu ya na federal system ni nti no bibia no mo zero down on omo zonal heads ni adad. Ba ye de no krom ha no na o man mu bibia kwakwa minister. E on say ehwe proper definition of sad devolution yeah what local governance no anyhow ya centralizing yema too much see a person assembly member for near adwuma dia omo de adwuma e de bad omo working tools e de bad do they have a budget ananya budget na mo de adwuma and now mu party back na MC ene MP of each other's throat abodam sem o ti anem say opeso betumi we peso betumi na fi akonya
me peja me mu but na my kodi electoral commission komo no but lie dogbe say
wa ama me nenes
yes be share before the year ends na me
time news
na me aduma what say shouldn't the president be fighting the lame duck tag with a ministerial reshuffle, or he wants to go into history as the president who kept his ministers in office for 8 years and attained a particular result, changing the face of this country?
Stop there. Sir, lame duck tag no. Anyhow, Speaker of Parliament, very autocratic Speaker of Parliament.
Oh, Debbie.
Oh yes, that's who he is.
Oh,
if he feels comfortable,
Debbie.
If he feels comfortable, to describe the sitting president as lame duck president, and you think say you cannot be described as an autocratic person, he's an autocratic leader. To the extent to say, me Muntaka Mubarak. A break no frata semba ya almost say censorship yenye say na Muntaka kasa Speaker of Parliament etimi jaka say adia Muntaka ye nintinu he will find it difficult to catch his eye. Eish as far as for to abama member of Parliament say ko Parliament ne ko kas ya semaye and you are telling them say he will find it difficult to catch your eye. Jeez, name was will be a year undemocratic. You can't do that. Just say we are very biased. Person be challenge you. Meanwhile, you are supposed to be a referee. Now, for the first time, you have a Speaker of Parliament. He thinks we're a member of Parliament. He's not the leader of Parliament.
That's how. Oh,
they say my master make me master. Atibiwa. That's how I see him. That's me feeling to me master make.
After several years in Parliament, would you name joy?
Several years in Parliament, and he's finding it difficult to move away as
a member of Parliament.
As member of Parliament.
Now speaker.
He's finding it extremely difficult. That's why I warrior the warrior. And I'm more in air time.
Okay,
and I'm a warrior air time.
It was AU
83 St. Mark.
It was
Oh,
Debbie, protocol because show my head.
Oh, that go first. No one does a pedal. What BM?
And he has BC 88.
What do call me do? This day. Make me day.
Oh, really? Of course.
I will be a
Ambassador Makai Osebuzu. I can't Karizina Condi School. I shall be from Macassi. Yankasa. So we are 27 BC 42.
Before the birth of Christ.
They said the midday. It's the MD.
What? Tafosi your baby no. The came what I said Tafosa TC TC 44.
That's a good old. Doc Akwaba. Yes, quite Akwaba. Thank you for your time, Dr. Srebo. And yes, Adaji knew about